While Edgar did not set out to create a dance band, many of their songs are very danceable, such as Mobile, a hip dance mix with elements of Latin, jazz, and world music. Now, Edgar Gabriel's String Fusion is designed to bring people together through music by performing music of varied cultures and eras. It is also to bring the violin back to its rightful place as an important instrument for all types of music. Furthermore, String Fusion has been created to entertain, enlighten, and hopefully inspire audiences throughout the world. That said, on to part 3. Here come the bios. Well, actually, the other way. Alexander, she's a cellist. She's a frequent recitalist, orchestral performer, and chamber musician. Orchestras she has soloed with include the Chicago String Ensemble, the Lincolnwood Chamber Orchestra, and many others. Sarah joined the Civic Orchestra of Chicago at the age of 12 and has served as principal cellist for many orchestras, including the Lincolnwood Chamber Orchestra. She has been presented in recital by WFMTs, Live from Studio One, the MacDowell Art Society, the Spanish Consulate, and other organizational numbers too many to mention. Sarah is very involved with modern music, performing over 60 world premieres to date. In addition to classical music, she also plays many different styles of world music. A devoted chamber player, she is the cellist for Lingua Musica and Time, that's Time. In addition to the cello, she also performs on the violoncello piccolo. And Sarah would like to thank her family, friends, and Sulcata for their patience and with all of her musical endeavors. That's Sarah. Maurice Houston plays bass and also did vocals for one of the musical tracks. Began his musical training at the early age of 5 years old. As a child, Maurice benefited from the musical family around him. This includes the great trumpeter Tiny Davis, Maurice's grandmother. Maurice's professional career began early and led him to work with such greats as Stanley Turrentine, Phyllis Hyman, Cheryl and Alexander O'Neill, Melba Moore, and R. Kelly, along with Delian Richards. It could be Delian Richards. But anyways, I'm sorry on the spelling and the pronunciation. Maurice can be heard on classic recordings with the Staple Singers and the Dells. Currently, he performs and records with Michael Henderson and Nick Coleone. In addition to being one of the finest bassists in Chicago, Maurice is a great vocalist, guitarist, and drummer. As the owner and sound engineer for the recording studio Studio M, Maurice has recorded such great artists as The Emotions and Bobby Blue Bland. Bobby Blue Bland. And no, I'm not making up that name. Then there's Steve Doyle, the guitar player. He's been playing guitar for over 25 years in styles ranging from big band jazz to power trio blues. He started on trombone in grade school, and in 7th grade, he switched to electric guitar because it was the only instrument louder than a trombone. You gotta respect the man. He is equally adept at electric and acoustic guitar, dobro, which is a version of a steel guitar, lap steel, and mandolin. He is well versed in multiple styles and teaches a variety of classes at the Old Town School of Folk Music. Currently, he plays guitar with Ukulele, the Fat Guys, Lush Budget, the Hoyle Brothers, and plays dobro with the Whiskey Hollow Bluegrass Band. Steve holds a bachelor's degree in music composition from Northern Illinois University. Now there's Kevin O'Connell, keyboards. He started playing piano at age 4. As a young professional jazz pianist, Kevin worked in trio and quartet formats in Ann Arbor and Detroit, including engagements in Germany. Ann Arbor jazz is famous, in my book anyways. He subsequently performed in Michigan with Larry Coryell. That's correct, Larry Coryell, Johnny Hartman, and then moved to New York where he was asked to be in Clifford Jordan's quartet. He worked and recorded with Clifford, live at Ethel's, live at Ethel. This is a spelling fail. Live at Ethel's and on Maple Shade Records and Royal Ballads on Criss Cross for 6 years, and also worked on and recorded with master drummer Vernal Fournier's trio for 8 years. And it's not Fournier, it's Fournier. It's a French name.